Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Martha Koloski.
And I'm Mike Thompson. Just in a one-year time span, La Crosse County Sheriff says more than 150 inmates in the jail have threatened or attempted suicide.
And it happened again recently. An inmate behind bars facing armed robbery charges tried to kill himself on Thursday, but was saved by other inmates.
News Channel 8's Cynthia Schweiger joins us now live in the studio with more on this growing problem in the jail. Cynthia?
La Crosse County Sheriff Steve Helgeson says this problem is not unique to La Crosse. It's happening in jails all over the country. The latest suicide attempt happened last Thursday. According to Sheriff Helgeson, 21-year-old Raimundo Gallegos tried to hang himself from the balcony of a jail cell block. When inmates saw what happened, 8 of them rushed over to save Gallegos. Sheriff Helgeson says he's grateful for their help.
In a very short period of time, the inmates had actually untied him, lowered him to the ground, and at that point our staff had arrived and took over the scene.
Now, Gallegos was charged with armed robbery for allegedly entering the Checkmate Cash Advance store on June 16th and threatening to shoot 2 employees unless they gave him money. Sheriff Helgeson says a jailer spoke with Gallegos just minutes before he tried to hang himself, and everything seemed fine. Helgeson says these situations can be difficult to predict.
We've trained our staff significantly, especially over the past few years, by sending a number of them to crisis intervention training, but also training as to how to handle a suicide attempt.
Sheriff Helgeson says that training came into play this past Thursday as the La Crosse County jail staff handled the suicide attempt. Sheriff Helgeson says it took less than a minute for the staff and medical personnel to reach Gallegos inside the cell after his suicide attempt.
All right, thanks very much, Cynthia. And an expansion is currently underway to ease overcrowding at the La Crosse County Jail. The sheriff and other leaders have said it will hopefully cut down on the stress put on both inmates and staff, and in turn decrease the number of suicide attempts and other problems.